Whatever. Can everyone hear me okay? I'm using a mic that's
Yes,
in the
I
center.
can hear you great.
Great. It's in the center of my office here. I don't usually keep my whiteboard in my office. Not that anybody cares, but this is a new setup. I don't like that, but I think we can get around it. Let's see if I move it back a little bit. Will that help? Oh, I can just like move it when I need to talk about it. All right, cool. Nick, if you can let people in, that would be awesome. While people are coming in, go if you're a 420 if you're a 420 person, um, Preston Herb Company having a very big sale. They have these things are my favorite. They're not even open, but they're caramels, edibles, 30 milligrams each, and they
I
are.
want to see a massive bong rip.
Yeah, let's hit it. Let's hit it together. But anyway,
Uh,
drop the link, Nick, for Preston Herb Company. You can use my code.
Yeah, please. I'm smoking too.
My code Daniel will save you a bunch of money. Also, we have a peptide
Oof.
sponsor for this exact thing that we're doing tonight, for this stream in particular. It's called Truth Peptides. Nick will drop the link for them as well. Truth is they're having like a little under the radar 420 sale as well. So I use the BPC and TB 500 every day because I'm 35 years old and
Me too.
look 47 years old, and I don't quite feel 47 years old, but it definitely helps. So grab some of that while it's cheap. Let some more people in here.
Are you dropping that link again for those exact products?
Yeah, Nick, if you can
They're in the chat.
drop Preston Herb Company.
All right. Ready?
All right,
Bong it.
Nick, I need you to handle some hot mics, please, because that can't be going on. All right, who do we got in here? Do I see any faces? I gotta adjust my thing here. I need to see some faces so I can get some feedback.
Yeah, can you make me host
There we go.
this account host?
Yeah,
Sorry, my camera's fucked, bro.
I thought we had did that earlier when I was like, "Are you the host?" And then you're like, "I'm in the thing,"
Oh,
because I don't really know how to do that right now. Host tools. Make host. Bam. There we go.
Wait, we're good.
There we go. There we go. All right. Welcome everybody. Zana, dude. It's been a long time since I've seen you. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, you still look fucking airtight with that haircut, man.
We're getting it, dog. We're getting it.
All right, men, women. Do we have any women on here? I don't know. Well, tonight we're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to talk about a little bit about my story, a little bit about what I've learned as being an individual for 35 years on this earth, what I've learned as being a content creator, and what I've learned in the last basically 3.5 years of running a business online. Up until I was 32 years old, I never had a regular job. I was in the military, and so I had very little business experience when I decided that I was going to make a business on the internet. And just a little like a side note here, starting a business on Instagram is probably one of the dumbest fucking things you can do. Like, it's probably one of the hardest ways that you can make money. Like, the easiest way to make money would be like go mow some lawns, right? Like get out in your local community, get cash fast. But I chose, I'm gonna make videos, put them on the internet, and then try to convince people to pay me for something. That's really fucking hard, but it can be done, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. Again, I had no business background. I still have no business background. All this is me literally taking fucking home run swings every day and doing all right on a couple of them. So, this one is going to probably be the one that everyone gets stuck on. This one right here. Being a person on the earth. All right? If you want to be an entrepreneur, again, this is just speaking from my experience. Okay, I'm speaking from a position of experience, not from a position of authority tonight. All right? I am not better than any of you guys. I don't know anything more than you guys. I am exactly the same as you guys. If you're here on this call right now, it's because you want to make a change, right? Or you want to make something that you're working on better. You want to expand the network. You want to live a life where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want. The freedom. We're all here for the freedom. Okay? And the freedom comes at a cost. Because you're not actually free unless you do these things. Okay? You can pretend that you're free, but it won't actually be the case. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to be self-confident. And I have get jacked up here because that was all I had. Right? My dad would say there are two people that get listened to in the boardroom. The smartest person in the room and the biggest person in the room. And he said, you can only control one of those. Right? Think about it. There's like a dude that's like 6'6", and everyone else is like 6 feet tall. And he says something. Everyone looks up. The smartest dude in the boardroom. As soon as he opens his mouth, you go, that guy knows exactly what he's talking about. All right? So those two people are confident in who they are. They're big or they're smart. So for me, mine was get jacked. And my goal with getting jacked was I wanted to be able to take my shirt off 12 months out of the year and walk down the street and not feel self-conscious. Took a very long time to get there. A very long time to get there. But when I finally got there, it was something that was very freeing. It was, wow, I no longer have this these like self-conscious thoughts about what I look like taking up space inside my fucking head.
Okay.
It's gone. It is absolutely gone, which means I am now free to think about other stuff. I can now get a little bit more creative with what I'm doing because I'm not fucking thinking about what my nipples look like from the inside of my shirt. Because you have gynecomastia bitch tits. That was me. A couple guys on here can relate with that. Every day. For years, I would do this in the mirror and make sure, and I have my special shirts to make sure that my nipples didn't look too bitch titty. That's a word. And so that took up a lot of mental space in my mind, and now it's gone. Okay? Now the next one. I'm going to take questions here in a second. Get ching, 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 ching. Get rich. Okay? Get jacked, self-confident, get rich. Also, you could say, be financially secure. Why? Well, it's similar to the self-confident thing. If you're financially secure, you don't have that back and forth, oh my God, am I going to make it this month? What am I going to do? Am I going to be able to pay this? Am I going to be able to buy that? So-and-so wants this. Like that, once you get enough money in the bank, that shit goes away. It goes away. It's harder for some people than others because some people have an attachment to money, and most people do, and you kind of got to get away from that. That takes some time. There's a couple things that I think are funny in the human like vernacular. We'll say like a relationship with money, or like my relationship with food. You hear that more often, right? If you currently struggle with your relationship for food, Nick, drop that truth peptides link in there one more time. Go get some. That's not Reddit 2 tread, but it's supposed to symbolize it. Actually, this is the Selenk and C-Max. Anyway, they have that too. Anyway, we have, or what is perceived to be a relationship with money. Actually, you should probably only have like relationships with like things that are alive, right? Like you can have a relationship with like a person, you can have a relationship with an animal, but to have a relationship with like paper and coins is kind of fucking weird. And it's even, and now we don't even use that shit. It's digits on a screen. So like you have this relationship with like digits and commas on a screen, which is fucking ridiculous, right? But that's the system. Okay, and so if your mind is clouded up with financial shit, you can't have that mental clarity to be creative, to get into flow state, to work on your thing. Like it'll still come in small spurts. But like, when's the last time you sat down and had 6 hours of just nothing but flow state working on the thing that you want to work on? Raise your hand if you were able to do that this last week. If you had 6 hours straight, no interruptions, doing only what you wanted to do. I had 4 of those this week. I had 24 fucking hours of me doing whatever the fuck I wanted to. But it's because I'm not worried about this shit anymore. Okay? So here's something for all the young people that are listening. If you are under the age of 25, I'll tell you this, and I get flamed for this all the time, is you don't need to go and be creative. You don't need to go chase your dream if you're under 25 years old. You don't need to go invent something. You don't need to do any of that. What you need to do is rack up as much fucking cash in your bank account as you can, so that when you can step back and take a break because you're secure, you can go, oh, okay, I'm all right. Like I'm good. And then what's going to happen is everything out in front of you opens up. All the clarity just like opens up. And you just see like money making opportunities just left, right, and center. So many that like you can't even, I'm in the position right now. There's so many things that I could do for money. I don't have the team. I don't have the capacity to do it all, but it's all there. I'm stepping over $100 bills every single day. But it's because I see it. And I see it because I'm not under pressure, right? Quarterback hikes the ball. And if the offensive line protects him, he can sit in the pocket and see the field and throw it to the receiver. If the quarterback hikes the ball and the fucking defensive ends are collapsing in on him, he's like, motherfucker. And he just gets rid of it or throws it away or takes the sack. And a lot of you are hiking the ball every single day and then getting sacked. Because we don't have these two things. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So once you get these two things, this is what I tell the young guys, once you're jacked, once you're rich, then by definition, by default, you're going to attract a higher quality mate. You're going to attract a higher quality person. If you're jacked and confident and you have money in your bank account, you will get a way hotter chick. That is just how it fucking works.
Better view, yeah.
That is just how it works. I've already lived it and breathed it and retired from it. Already did it.
Done in reverse.
Yep. And this is another thing here that has a lot to do with what we're going to talk about with content. And I posted a reel about it today, about the people closest to you will sometimes make these things very challenging. That's a problem. If these things make these things challenging, that's a fucking problem. You are fighting upstream. Anyone ever been surfing? You ever try to swim out into the fucking waves, but the waves are so like numerous and rough that you end up like going backwards even though you're paddling forwards? It's just like you paddle your fucking ass off for like 90 seconds straight, and then you look off into to the horizon, and you're further back than where you started. This whole thing called Manic Money, it all happened because this thing broke on me. This thing broke on me. I would have this right now, but it broke. And it broke. If I didn't have this, I didn't have this. Okay. Now that everyone's nice and depressed, what questions do we have? There should be some questions steaming off of that.
I have one. So, what would your advice be to someone who is working? I'm literally working 13 and a half hours a day, 7 days a week as a boilermaker. When I make good money, $50 an hour, but not the kind of money I want to make. You know, I can make $100 an hour, not make what I'm wanting to make. So, I try to do my content while I'm driving, which is dangerous as hell. Because the hour and a half commute to my job is the only time that I have to work on it, really. But like you said here, every human relationship is a form of bondage. Those people expect you to be who they fell in love with or whatever, you know. So when you start to grow and change, it rubs people wrong, you know. Like my old lady, my fiance, probably doesn't want me to be as rich as I want to be because it would make her insecure.
It's called friction. It's called friction.
Yeah. Here I could, like you, I could use the help, you know. And it's like, damn.
If you
they don't want to see you change something.
If you want to, are you good at anything?
I'm good at everything I do. And my content's been doing really well. I've got up to 40,000 on Facebook, 15 on TikTok and Instagram, and but when I can do it, when I can post 3 videos a day and stay steady with it, yeah. But I get back to work, and I have to work right now because I'm still in that kind of mid stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
And my content also comes from my job. But like I literally video there at work, which has caused me a lot of problems at work and getting fired and shit.
Dude, everyone that's been in the program that's on here watching right now is like, this guy's fucking so close. He's so close right now. You already got the social credit score. You already have made your life your content. You're already making people mad. Dude, you're on the fucking way right
Thanks.
now.
I want to be in your new program. I'm signed up for it. I think I'll make a great example because I'm hungry for this, and I know it's going to happen. It's just I got to find hours to do it. Like right now, I just left worked 13 and a half hours today. I'm pulled over at a Rally's Auto Parts, taking a Zoom call. I'm still an hour away from home.
Dude.
You know, but I'm going to make it.
I'm going to tell you right now, that decision that you just made, that's a life-changing decision. To come on here and listen to this and drink that fucking Budweiser, or whatever the fuck that was. But yeah, dude, like you came on here to get better, and everyone else that came on here to get better, you guys are already ahead. Like you're already in the right direction. There we go. We got an IPA over there or something. You're already headed in the right direction. The friction that you're feeling from the job, from the family, that is the proof, man. That is the proof. And I'll give you guys some advice from a diesel mechanic who has over 100,000 followers. At least he hit 100,000 followers back in December. I used to bring up his page a lot. His name is Chris. It's just Chris. He has face tattoos all over him. He's a diesel mechanic. Got 100,000 followers. And he said the thing that he did that allowed him to grow on social media, because he had tried before, was he blocked all of his family members. He blocked all of his family members, and he said, and block anyone that would ever say something. That's what he said. He said, block them. And he's absolutely right. I had to tell my mother today, I don't know if she's watching, I said, she told me some stuff about my post that she didn't like. And I said, please stop sending me messages like this. It's making me not want to talk to you. Straight up, send it right to her. And if they have a problem with it, it's okay. It's natural. I would expect your family members to have a problem with you trying to do something on the internet, on an app on your phone. You should expect that shit. That is the proof. You're headed in the right direction. Just keep going forward. I'm glad you're going to sign up. The accountability alone, just coming.
I am signed up.
Yeah, just coming to the calls is going to be enough, dude. You're going to get there. Okay, let's move on to the Instagram shit, the social media shit. This is the easiest part, okay? And this is the easiest part because I've been doing it longer probably than all of you. And now I see it for what it is, and I go, oh, it's just like that. Like when I first started bodybuilding, I could not do that. Right? I could not do... When I first started bodybuilding, I could not do this. I could not kneel and do a pose like that. That was not in my my arsenal. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But then, you do it long enough, you get a skeleton that's behind here, you study the anatomy, you put in enough reps, and then you go like, oh, all it is just doing X, Y, Z. So I've tried to make that, or make this as simple as humanly possible. All right? So number one, fuck the niche. All right? Let me explain it. Brian Parker just heard this 2 hours ago.
Yes.
All right, so what I mean by fuck the niche is there are like probably 10 different sectors of your life, probably even more, right? If you have kids, you're a dad. If you have a job, you have a bit of your identity in your job. If you have a dog, you're a dog owner. If you were in the military, you're a veteran. If you used to work at fucking, whatever, like there, or you used to work in a warehouse, right? Let's say you worked in the warehouse for 10 years. Then part of your identity is in the lessons you learned at the warehouse, right? Let's say you were in real estate for, a 5-year stint, right? You still have some real estate friends. You still have some real estate inside jokes, right? You went to graduate school. You're a sports fan. You like NFL. Okay, there's all these different areas of your life. You go to the gym. You know something about peptides, right? You know a little bit about guns. And what 3-ish years ago, the advice to grow on social media was just like, all right, just pick one of those things and just go all in on guns. Just go all in on fitness. Nothing else. Because you don't want to confuse the audience. You don't want to make the audience think you have more than one fucking interest in your life. That would confuse them. That would confuse the shit out of them. Oh, wait, hold on. You have a dog and you're a parent? What the fuck, man? I follow you for the dog content, not for the kid content. This is bullshit, right? That's what would happen, apparently. And so I always thought that was fucking dumb. And it always made content really hard. Where it's like, okay, so I can only talk about this? That's it? I can only talk about fucking diet and training? I can't talk about anime or fucking, I don't know, whatever, like pickleball, whatever it doesn't fucking matter. So
you were opposing Robot forever, and you started sharing.
Oh God, I was getting burnt the fuck out on the posing thing. Like you can only fucking. There's 7 poses. How many posts can I possibly make? There's 7 fucking poses. I had to do it for 2 years, like, over and over and over and over again, and it got me to 40,000 followers. And I had a couple. I think I had my highest month I ever made was $14,000. I was like, yeah, nice. Going from making nothing to get into a $14,000 month, but that was awesome. But then when I stepped out of just the posing stuff, and I posted stuff about smoking weed, Preston Herb Company, Code Daniel, right? I got a whole bunch of people that were like into the I haven't paid for weed in over a year. I haven't spent a single dollar on it. It just gets shipped in fucking boxes. And I have a whole room in my closet that is just nothing but weed. Nothing.
So what about Instagram and Facebook? I mean, you're banned now, so I've always been scared to post about a little bit of marijuana or anything like that. And then I see how people will talk about something else and post this. And I've been scared to post anything besides my Boilermaker content because I'm afraid I'm going to turn away or the algorithm more than anything else.
Can you read that?
Man.
Okay, we don't make good fucking decisions. That's why it's called Manic Money. I'm going to tell you to make...
You don't think about the consequences.
Yeah, I don't make good fucking decisions.
Yeah.
I am banned. The app that is for sale, it's open, it's for sale right now. You guys can jump on. Nick dropped the link. We can accept payment on that, right? It's $10. But yeah, like,
We don't have to stop. We
I'm
can go
banned.
back, and these links will be there after the Zoom meeting's over.
yeah, we'll have them all sent to you, no problem. Yeah.
Alright.
So, fuck the niche. Let's get back to that. Fuck the niche, okay? If you have, it's this easy. If you want to make content as easy as possible, you just post about what is happening in your life right now. Okay? Case in point. Yesterday, I had a friend of mine made a post that was not very nice about me, and it was very public. So I was like, guess I know what I'm doing today. I guess I know what my content is today. Right? Like it's really that easy. And if that involves a whole bunch of different things, then including all of that content into your content is gonna do this really cool thing. All right, have you guys ever been to the dog park? I had a dog when I was married, and I used to go to the dog park. Okay, the dog park is really cool. Let me tell you why the dog park is cool. The dog park is cool because it brings people that I would never talk to, never even fucking cross paths. People that wear a mask in their car. Those are the people they go to the dog park. Right, the triple vax blue-haired chick from Austin. She goes to the dog park. The super conservative boomer. He goes to the dog park. They all go to the dog park. Okay, and it's really cool because that's exactly how I built my Instagram following. Was I tried to just make content in all these different areas of my life, talking about all different things: mental health, being divorced, bodybuilding. I'm considered a fitness influencer. There is like a tiny slice of what I do that has anything to do with fucking fitness.
I have a quick question. I have a big problem with restrictions and stuff. So ever since 2022, wait, am I unmuted?
You're killing my vibe. Hit it.
Sorry, dude. Okay, now I just keep getting restricted for every single thing I post. If it's about weed, if it's about peptides, anything steroid, I just keep getting restricted and my accounts get taken down. How do you avoid that?
Yeah, all of those things will get your account taken down.
Well, I saw you doing stuff like that, and I didn't think.
Guess whose account
Your
is
account
this?
got taken down, didn't it? But
Yeah, we'll go over it. We'll go over it because the app Dean just developed, he built in the Instagram guidelines into it, so you can make sure that
No, I didn't.
you're making your content to
not
it.
You said it doesn't have the guidelines, correct?
Oh yeah.
There are no fucking guidelines. That memo must have got disrupted. Yeah, that app will get you fucking banned. It will get you banned. It's like the pre-workout. It's like the high stim pre-workout. Don't take this pre-workout unless you can handle the fucking heat. Right? So don't download my app if you are afraid to whatever. It doesn't matter. But yes, everything you just said, literally all three of those things, weed, peptide, steroids, those will all get you banned. That's like you took
You
three.
can't talk about that at all. But I've seen top creators doing it.
Yeah, I've seen people doing fucking 100 miles an hour on the freeway.
I don't know, but they just, I don't know, it seems like they pick on smaller accounts maybe even, I don't know.
You gotta be crafty, man. There's plenty of videos of people taking a handful of gummies before doing something they never.
I know, I've really tried to cut it down to a very, very minimum. And it still gets restricted, my account gets restricted, and then sometimes it gets suspended. Mine's suspended right now, my main.
Yeah, so if you do something over and over again and you keep getting the same result,
Yeah.
come join the program, dude. I will happily, if you come on.
If I had the money, I would, man.
It's $50.
I'm month to month living right now.
Then you could get the app. It's only $10. But if you use
Yeah.
if you use that app, don't post anything about those three things.
All right.
Okay, or don't deliberately show them. That's a big
Yeah.
thing.
No, I didn't show them or anything, and it still happened. So I just won't do it at all, I guess.
You're
From now
infamous.
on.
You're infamous. Be on good behavior for a month and then see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sounds good, man. Thanks.
Okay, so the niche The dog park brings all different kinds of people together. When you post about all the different parts of your life, you bring in all these different people from all the different niches. Okay, and when you bring in all the people from all the different niches, they all find themselves following this guy, and they're all inside of your community. All of you guys right now are all inside of this call right now because you all follow me. And all of you only follow me for one thing. You guys only follow me for me.
Right.
You only follow me for me because I don't post enough. I don't post enough about anything for you to follow me for that. Like if you just followed me for bodybuilding, you'd be waiting a long time for a post, right? If you just followed me for eating in my car, I haven't done that in 6 months. So all of you guys just follow me because you think I'd be a guy that you probably have something in common with. We could have a conversation at the dog park. It's a lot more human than you actually think it is. Like social media, there's a lot of very basic human psychology that if you just kind of like use that as your guide, you'll do a really good job. And we're going to talk about this right here in a second. Okay, that's the teaser. This is how you treat everybody you're trying to get to pay you. You have to treat them like a chick you're trying to bang. Yep, if you want someone to pay you, you got to treat them like a chick you're trying to bang. A hot one. You got to work really hard. Okay, we're going to get to that in a second.
Not act like you like them too much and everything. I get it.
Yeah. We'll get to it in a second. You seem like an expert. Okay, next one. Plagiarize. The modern school system in America has demonized plagiarism, right? It's the worst thing you can possibly do. It's the equivalent of a fucking academic felony. Is if you copy somebody's page, God forbid, right? Or you fucking put a Wikipedia thing on there that sounds pretty slick and you don't put it in the notes. Plagiarize, okay? So because you're conditioned that way, you don't want to copy someone else's content. And in fact, when you do it, people are going to say, hey, you stole that guy's content. You went to his house and you got on his phone and you fucking stole his content and then you went back to your house, put it in your phone and uploaded it on the internet. You motherfucker. That's literally what they think happens. But that's not actually the case. Whenever you plagiarize somebody, it is an act of, what's the fucking word? I just lost it. It's an act of, not gratitude, but it's an act of appreciation. Your shit was so good, I had to do it myself. You did such a good job on that reel, I had to go and do it for myself. Because I knew I could recreate it and get the same amount and get the same result. Or I could put my little twist on it. Best one I ever did. Mario Lopez, the actor, he's walking into his house and then he gets into the door and then he just faints and he falls on the ground. And the text above it says, sorry I didn't text back. I fell asleep as soon as I got home. So he acted out a literal scene of that happening, which is ridiculous, right? You don't walk into your house and then immediately fall asleep. But that's what the message said. So it's funny, it's ironic, right? So I saw that and I was like, oh, I have a door. I could do that. I have a door, I have a house. I have everything I need. And then I was like, but wait, I'm a bodybuilder. So I put on my bodybuilding pants, I put on my stringer, I made a protein shake, got on my gym bag, I walked into the door, and then I fell asleep and spilled the protein shake all over the place. Sorry I didn't text back, just got home from the gym. Or fell asleep as soon as I got home from the gym. Millions of views. Fantastic. Totally ripped off. But I benefited from it greatly. So one of Tony Robbins' things that he says all the time is like pattern recognition is a skill, and it's a skill that can make you very rich. If you think of Instagram views as money or currency, then pattern recognition can make you rich on Instagram. It can make you rich in views. So you recognize the pattern. That person did that reel and they got a lot of positive feedback from it. Okay, let's take the entire thing that they did. Let's basically just remove them from the video, keep everything else, okay, keep the timing, keep the song, keep the same words, keep the same thing going on, maybe a slight variation here and there, the length is the same, everything's the same. The only thing that changes is you put your videos in there instead of that. And that is the quickest way to be able to present your story, develop your brand, share who you are as a person inside of something that's already viral. If you've seen a reel 10 times today, but different people are doing it, right? Like this summer, the most famous, or this fall, like the one that was huge was in your 20s. In your 20s, someone will tell you to X. It's very important that you listen to that person. People were doing it all over the place. That was viral. And all you had to do was put in your video and your story of, in your 20s, someone will tell you that being a bodybuilder isn't a real job. That's something my mom told me. I was 18, but still, it fit the thing, right? Someone in your 20s will tell you being a bodybuilder isn't a real job. It's very important that you do not listen to that person. Why? Because I joined the military, I went to college, I didn't become a bodybuilder, and then when I got done with the military, I became a bodybuilder, and guess what I do for a living? I'm a bodybuilder on the internet. The thing that my mom said was not a real job. Well, she was right, it isn't a real job. But, tripled her salary last year, just saying.
Follow your bliss.
Anyway, yes, plagiarize, okay? So if it worked once, it'll work again. And that'll take a ton of pressure off you as a content creator. If you don't know what to post, that search function inside of Instagram is one of your best friends. Or you can get the IG4R app and you can literally tell it what situation you're in. You can feed it a reel that's already viral and you can say, show me how to do this. Write this script for me so it's in my voice.
What's that app's name? What?
It's called Instagram for Retards. Nick will drop the link right now.
Okay.
It's a chat bot. It's literally, like, it's nothing fancy, okay? That's why it's $10. It's literally, that's what it costs to almost fucking run the thing. But essentially, it's everything that I've ever said about social media, right and wrong, I didn't filter it, inside of a database that you can interact with. It'll literally talk to you like a person. My buddy who's using it right now said, it sounds like I'm literally talking to you. Like, it'll call you fat. It'll say you're a fucking retard. Like, it'll say, if you say some bitch shit, like, it will come back and challenge you. It's programmed to do that, but it will get you fucking banned, so you should be careful. Okay. Next thing. So you're gonna plagiarize shit. You're gonna steal capsules of video. You're gonna steal structures of videos. You're gonna do it just like them. Copy the audio, copy the text. Just put your videos in front. Okay? If that doesn't sound like something that is very easy to do, if you're kind of getting like, oh man, I get it, but I'm not really sure I understand what he's saying now, but when I get behind my phone tomorrow and I try to make a reel, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do. He said, I can't, and then you pick up, and then you're like, you have all these different things you can do, and you end up doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
That's why Instagram for Retards community exists. And that's what we're going to talk about over here. Number 3, community. We have a community. If you like me, if you like hanging out with me, if you think you and I would have a good conversation, join the community. And then what happens is we all get in there, and Austin Brown's in there every night. And we just talk about what's working, what's not working, what do we need to do to take another step tomorrow, what did we learn from today, what was a mistake, what's an idea. And when you just come together with a bunch of people that are trying to do the same shit as you, achieve freedom, it becomes like a place where you walk away smarter every day because you just, like, either someone told you learned something from someone, or you heard about someone's mistake that they made and you're like, oh, okay, I just won't do that. Like if you come to my content roasts where I roast people's Instagrams, I pull it up and just tear it apart. If you come to those, even if I don't pick you, even if I don't pull up your Instagram, you're going to get a bunch of things to not do from other people. Because you're going to hear me go off and you're like, okay, I'm not going to do that. Like if you start a video with the back of your fucking head, I'm going to go ballistic. Right? So there you go. Right away. Okay, never start a reel with the back of my head. Boom, you're already smarter. You're already smarter. So if you keep coming to the community calls and you keep engaging and you keep listening, you're just going to get smarter by default. I've done that for years. You don't even have to.
You mentioned.
Good.
You mentioned that $50 app or something earlier. I just want to make sure we get that dropped in the link as well.
Yeah. So let me.
I'm not aware of what that is.
I'll explain it to you. So we have a platform. It's another app outside of Instagram, and basically it's a place where we can all digitally contribute to a feed, and then we come together in these group calls like this, and we work out problems. This one's a little bit more formal because I'm.
That is the community you're talking about?
Yeah. And this thing right here, the community part, I'm really excited to get to it, so just bear with me. I'm gonna get through this one. This is the one that you cannot forget. Okay, all the ones down here at the bottom so far, this one at the bottom, this one at the bottom, and it's gonna be this one at the bottom. Very, very important. These all build on each other. Okay, post your bullshit. Why do you post your bullshit? Well, easy, very easy. Because people relate with pain. People move faster to get away from pain than they do moving toward pleasure. Meaning, if you make a post about a mistake that you made, that you were super embarrassed about, that cost you a lot of money, that cost you a relationship, that cost you a relationship with your kid, that cost you maybe prison time, that cost you something like that. If you post that versus you post yourself winning something, like maybe you win a fucking bodybuilding show. Like maybe you win a bodybuilding show. You win your class. The bullshit one, the one where you made the mistake, the one where you opened up and were vulnerable, that's the one that's actually going to create people that are going to want to buy shit from you. That are going to want to come and join your community. Right? This one, the good one, right? You winning the thing, that's going to get you a lot of views. It's going to boost your ego. You're going to get some pats on the back, and it's not going to do shit for your fucking business. But this one, when I talk about being bipolar, when I talk about crashing out and letting myself get scammed by Instagram recovery specialists, when I talk about how I destroyed my marriage and got expelled from graduate school in the same fucking month, that's the stuff people like. Because it's real, and it's shitty, and they can all relate to some aspect of that. Me and Austin Brown both have kids that are on the other side of the country. I'm going to be 0 for 4 on birthdays. She turns 4 in July. I'm going to be 0 for 4. Not because I don't want to, but because I'm not allowed to see her until August. I'm 0 for 4, and there's nothing I can fucking do about it. So what do you do about it? You spiral, you get pissed off, you go to court, you fight it, you fucking fight upstream. No. You flip on your camera, you talk right into the motherfucker after looking at something that is similar.
Videos of me.
After looking at something that's similar, you're going to talk right into that camera, and you're going to say exactly how you feel, exactly what's going through your head, and when I start posting about that, because it's going to start happening, people are going to go, damn, dude, I have that problem too. Or my dad had that issue when I was growing up. This can help you with this. Hey, I'm building this app that actually helps you communicate I'm building this app for dads or for single parents that live across the country from their kid, and they can communicate better. Oh, shit. right? So like those networks, that community starts to build. When you post the bullshit, your community starts to build. But here's the problem with the posting the bullshit. I'm gonna sit down. The problem with the posting the bullshit is twofold. Number one, it's embarrassing. It's hard to say the things that you did or the thoughts that you had or the outcomes of something. Maybe you got caught doing something you're really embarrassed about. And so it's embarrassing, right? There's going to be backlash. There's going to be people that call you a shitty person, whatever. That already happened, so you're already used to that, right? But then your family is going to immediately call you on the phone. And they're going to go, "Are you okay?" And this is what you need to tell them. The internet is not real. That's what you tell them. Tell them the internet is not real, okay? Because they're going to be reading comments. They're going to be thinking, especially if you have fucking boomer parents, they're going to be thinking about how it'll affect your resume. I don't have a fucking resume! I've never had one! They're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to want to protect you. They're not going to want you to share anything too personal. Because that's how they grew up. That was the status quo back then, right? If you talked about mental health, you ain't getting fucking hired. Nope! You got a mental problem? No way you can be a doctor. No way you can be a lawyer. No way you can be a police officer. No way you can be in the army. You gotta keep that shit fucking suppressed. Okay, and go ahead, yeah, keep it suppressed. And what's gonna happen is your fucking Instagram's gonna stay suppressed. Your community's gonna stay suppressed because you're just another fucking account that isn't, there's no connection. You can't connect over the positive. You can connect over the positive. You can connect over wins. But you can connect so much easier with way more people. There's way more losers than fucking winners out there, guys. There is way more winners, or there's way more losers than there are winners. There's way more retards out there than smart people. Why do you think my community is called Instagram for Retards? Led by the head retard over here. Right? I want to bring us all together. Why? So we can all get smarter. High tide rises all ships. Okay, so post your bullshit. It's gonna piss off your family a lot. It's gonna piss off your workplace. It's gonna piss off your coworkers. You can block them. You can try to not pay attention to them. You can try to not read the comments. I find that very challenging myself. And I'm bipolar manic. I have no fucking feelings, and I still find that challenging myself. But the thing that I find comfort in is this. The internet is not real. It is in the air. It's in the air. You can't touch the internet. You can't touch Instagram. You can't do that. It's not real. Most of the people on Instagram that are commenting on our shit aren't real either. And you'll never meet them in real life. And so a little side note here. You should use trial reels, okay? And this will help you a ton. Everything you post on your main Instagram account, it should all go to trial reels first. Yes, because you're trying to test the performance, but there's a little hidden thing that people don't tell you about, and I'm saying it live on the fucking internet here. But if you go into your trial reels, all right, you're gonna get the same kind of comments, probably, like the hate comments especially, that you're going to get on your main page. And so don't talk shit to people on the main page, because sometimes it's okay, but like for the most part, you don't really want to do that. You just want to be like, hey, thanks for the support, right? Kill them with kindness. Oh man, yeah, you got me there, right? But on your trial reels, go fucking ham. Go talk some shit. Don't say anything that would like incriminate you or get you violate any sort of, community guideline shit, but like, go talk some shit. Go talk
My
some
trial reels is gone.
Yeah, you might need to fucking.
No, but even before I was restricted, the trial reels disappeared. I don't know what happened.
It happened.
I had it for a little bit, and now it's gone.
Yeah, it's a computer program. It's a computer program that exists in the internet that's not real. So it glitches and they fucking take shit away, and there's no
Right.
Yeah. It's not a real place. My mom was telling me I should contact a lawyer about my Instagram getting taken down. I was like, Mom, What are they gonna lawyer up? What are they gonna lawyer out of this whole thing? It's a fucking app on the phone that's free. It's an app on the phone that's free. Okay, so this is gonna piss off your family. It's gonna piss off your friends. You gotta just go through it. Just go watch my last reel. You're gonna
No, you got any of that anyway.
You're gonna go through it. You're gonna go through it, and then you're gonna pass them, and then you're gonna get up to the next level, and there's gonna be haters there. All right, moving on. Big business. Big business. All right, I've only ever made money one way. That's it. I've only been making money, like generating income myself, since 2022. Okay? So I'm very new to this. A baby. And I've only been able to make money one way. I literally haven't even tried another way yet. But the only way I make money is by telling people what I know. Okay? I tell people what I know for free. And then if they want additional help after that or more of my time, then there's a price. Okay? But that's it. That's the entire business right there. I've done it 3 times. Okay, the first time I didn't even know I was doing it, but it was in 2014. I graduated from Army Ranger School, and about 3 months went by, and I decided to make, I think it was like 5 YouTube videos on just tips and tricks that I used to graduate from Ranger School, because I was kind of an anomaly, okay? I went into Ranger School without going to any of the infantry schools that the officers normally go to before you go into that school. They go for like months to learn all the weapon systems and all the different tactics. It's like a 16-week program. I didn't go to that. So I went into the Army's premier leadership and tactical school with fucking very basic knowledge of the weapon systems and all of the other things that I was going to have to do. Okay? And I knew that. I knew I was at disadvantage. So I was like, well, all right, well, if I don't know what to do, then I just need to make myself useful. And so I would like fill up people's waters. I'd always give away my peanut butter. People fucking were crazy about peanut butter. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll trade you peanut butter, or I'll do your night guard shift if you can help me put this fucking machine gun back together under night vision. Jesus Christ! But I graduated the school. I didn't recycle. Most people recycle. And so I was kind of an anomaly at the graduation. I was like standing there with all the other guys that didn't recycle. There's like 4 of us. And they're all fucking badasses. One guy was a fucking DEA agent. And I'm just sitting there just like, I should not be standing here. Anyway, I make the YouTube videos. The YouTube videos don't go viral. If you look at them right now, I posted them 10 years ago. They have like 70,000 views over 10 years. Okay, but people would search Ranger School and they'd hit enter on YouTube, and then my video would pop up and they would watch it, and then they would email me and say, hey, could I call you on the phone and you could talk me through what I need to do during rap week or what I need to do to prepare to go to Ranger School? And I'd be like, sure. And I started doing it, and then eventually my ex-wife was like, why don't you should charge money for that? And I was like, dang, I should charge money for that. I never did charge money for it. I think somebody gave me money, but that was the extent of it. But that in itself could have been an insanely profitable business. Insanely profitable. I could have charged each one of those guys $2,000 and said, if you do this program, if you do this training, I could have made training programs, could have made dieting programs. I could have kept doing the YouTube. If I would have kept doing YouTube, we would not be having this fucking conversation right now. If I kept doing YouTube 10 years ago, you guys would know exactly who I was, and I would have no idea who you are. That's the compounding effects of YouTube. Okay, so it's the only way I've ever made money. That was the start. The next one was the posing. I taught people bodybuilders, how to do the poses on the stage. Okay, how did I do that? Remember, I said it in the beginning, I didn't know how to do this. I was not a good poser. I went and took posing lessons from other people, and then I went back to my community, my group of people that I bodybuild with, my gym, the people in my local area, and I charged them money for the same shit I just bought from the other guy. Okay? So I just showed people what I knew. And I would always speak, well, not always, it took me a while to learn this. I try now to always speak from a position of experience, not a position of authority. What do I mean by that? If you get on Instagram and say, you need to do this is why you're fat, blah, 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 blah. That's speaking from a position of authority. You guys seen that meme where it's like manager or whatever? It's a bad, I should not have brought that up. Scratch that. But that's speaking from a position of authority. You got to do this. It puts this barrier up instantly between you and your audience. Okay? But if you speak from a position of experience where it's like, look, this is what I did, it's way more disarming. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not an Instagram expert. I'm not an AI expert. I'm not a business expert. All I'm doing right now is I'm just showing you guys what I did to get here. That's it. And so when I had my large account, I would tell people like, dude, I can't get you 1 million followers. I have no idea how to get you 1 million followers. But I can get you to 500,000. Would you be all right with that? And everyone goes, yeah, I'd be all right with that. And I go, okay, well, I'm just going to show you what I did. I'm just going to show you what I did to get here. People will pay for that. Let me give you an example. When I was in 5th grade, I was renting this Nintendo 64 game called Doom. And I rented it like 3 weeks in a row from the grocery store. And when my mom would go grocery shopping, she'd let me rent a video game. And I could not get past level 4. Fucking pain in the ass. And like you can't like save the game, right? When you got to take it back, like you got to restart. And so I paid my friend at school, Julian Flores. There's no way he's watching this. I paid him $5 in 1999, 1998. I paid him $5, which is that's like a massive amount of money as a 5th grader, just so you know. And he taught me, he didn't teach me how to beat the game. He taught me how to get to level 5. That was it. He taught me how to beat the level I couldn't beat. And guess what? That was money well spent. So if you're not an expert on something, okay, if you're not but you have some experience, if you've been doing, like, sorry, I can't see your name. Michael, with a Y. That's fucking me up. How old are you?
46.
Yeah, 46. So, dude, there's something that you have been doing probably for the last, like, 30 years, or maybe less, maybe like 20 years, that you don't even realize right now. You're like, what is he talking about? There's something that you have so much fucking knowledge on that can help somebody skip steps, that can help somebody get you a result to where you are faster. And that is fucking gold. Good.
I get calls, hey, how do could you help me with this? How do I get into the bowl makers? Problems at work they're having, they'll ask for my advice. New apprentices that have signed up that are starting the job, stuff like that. So I started a subscription, but how do I turn that into money? Now I understand this post, so people are, they're buying off you because they trust you, because you built this relationship bridge by being honest with them about yourself. And then so we have this common ground, a reason why I like Daniel. And then so,
yep.
I guess that's
you're married? You think you said you're married, right?
This would be my 4th marriage.
Oh, damn! You fucking suck at it.
I'm engaged.
Damn! Why do you keep trying to do something you're not good at?
No. I just we have a good time until we don't, and I've not had a bad divorce, so I just keep getting married. You know what I mean? My
Okay.
old lady's 16. Yeah. Anyways, years younger than me.
So let me put a cap on this one, okay? Or I didn't even talk about that one yet. But the thing that how I've made money, okay? So I've made money teaching people how to go to ranger school, how to prepare, how to do well. I've taught people how to skip steps and how to become better at posing on a bodybuilding stage. Okay, the next thing I did after that was I actually taught people how to become posing coaches, because I realized, wow, I just made a $14,000 a month, and there's fucking 10,000 bodybuilders still left out there untouched. I could charge money to teach other people how to do what I just did. And that was the next thing I did. Nick was part of that. That's how Nick joined the team up there in the corner, if you see him. That's
and
how
you were teaching through your content?
So what I would do, okay, here comes the give it away for free. So when you have a base of knowledge on something, like I did with Ranger School, or I did with posing, okay, what you do is you put all that shit out there online. Put all that shit out there online. Don't gatekeep anything. Okay, put as much of the thing that you have, exceptional knowledge in or exceptional experience in, put all that shit on the internet, okay? And then what you can also do is, now with AI, god damn, this is so much better now, is you word vomit everything you know about that thing, right? And you word vomit that shit into Claude, and you have it create you a digital product. An ebook of lessons learned as a Boilermaker, lessons learned as a musician, lessons learned, things to avoid
My
if
book
you...
gets published in May.
There you go. Things, and so what you do is, once you have some sort of physical product or video, or just like, okay, somebody tell me, when I say this restaurant, everyone unmute. I'm going to say the name of the restaurant, and then I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Just shout it out, okay? Ready? Unmute, unmute, unmute. I'm going to say this restaurant name, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth, or that pops into your head, just say it. Okay? Texas Roadhouse.
Steak. Butter.
It's the
Red
sign. The sign.
All right, that didn't work out like it usually does. All right.
Free rolls.
So usually when I do that experiment, everyone says bread, rolls, cinnamon butter, buttered rolls. That's what I usually get. You guys know what I'm talking about with the rolls?
Yeah, the rolls. I'm sorry, rolls, biscuits.
Yeah, biscuits, rolls, yeah. Okay. So how much money do you pay for those things?
Nothing.
And that's when I go, but it didn't work out. How can it be that the thing that you think of immediately, that you remember the most about your last Texas Roadhouse experience, is the thing that was free? Huh? How does that work? I noticed this too when I was growing up at the mall. You guys go to the mall? There's always Panda Express at the mall. Panda Express or Chick-fil-A. Those are the two. Those are the only two ones that did it. And they would have a person sitting out there, like in the food court area, not sitting, but standing with a tray of samples. Orange chicken, or if it was Chick-fil-A, it was chicken nuggets. Okay? No, none of the other places usually did it. It was just those two places. And then you'd look over at the two places that were giving away the free samples, and the line is wrapped around the fucking thing. Why do you think that is? That's so weird, right? Someone walks by, they get something for free that they like, and then they go buy more of it.
The law of reciprocity.
Yeah, so, and Panda Express, right? Their best shit, their most famous shit is what? Orange chicken. Guess what they give away for free? The best shit. All right, and so what happens in human, this is just human psychology. If you give somebody insane amounts of value, like, holy shit, this guy just gave me this thing for free. This is fucking nuts. When I would give people my 60-page ebook with all the anatomy and all the different things about pose, literally everything, just fucking beautiful PDF that I paid this guy in Pakistan like $39 to do. But like they would get that ebook and they'd be like, holy shit. And they'd watch my videos and they'd go, holy shit, like this is incredible. I learned so much from this guy. I wonder what it would be like if I paid him. I wonder what it would be like if I paid him. That's what you're going for. I wonder what it would be like if it was the free shit was that good. The paid shit's got to be even better, right? Wrong. It's actually not. It's actually the same fucking thing because you've been putting it out for free the whole time anyway. You don't have any extra thing to give them. But what you give them is your time. You give them your time. You help them implement your processes. In some cases, you even do it for them. That's even better feeling as a customer. Oh, you'll do it for me? Yeah, dog, I got you. People pay a lot of money for what is called a done-for-you service. The white glove experience. Okay, because the thing that you're doing for them is a challenge for them, but it's effortless for you. It's effortless for me to pull up all of your guys' Instagram accounts and go, don't do that, do this instead. Don't do that next time, do this instead. Don't do that. And you guys would have, that would give you insane amounts of value. That would be an incredible thing that I could do for you. You would learn so much. It's fucking easy for me. And a really cool thing that I have thought of, or kept in the back of my mind is a quote by, I think his name is George Mack. I could be wrong. Comments, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. He says, if you love what you do, it's not that the work gets any less hard. It's that the tools in your hands that you're working with become lighter. So you can just fucking, I can take 40 clients on and manage their content. You know why? Because Instagram is like fucking PowerPoint. It works the same on my computer that it works on your computer. Some people make really fucking good PowerPoint presentations. I'm terrible at making PowerPoint presentations. But some people can make fantastic PowerPoint presentations. In the same breath, some people can make fantastic Instagram posts. The app stays the same. The app doesn't change. My PowerPoint presentation isn't any different from the PowerPoint desktop fucking app that you have. My Instagram isn't any different than yours. I just know how to use it better. And so all of you have something that you've been doing for a very long time that you can just teach other people how to skip steps, how to get to your level. And you're probably thinking in your mind like, yeah, I know how to do this, right? But who's going to pay for that? All right, let me just squash it for you right now. Okay, the last 2 ways that I have made money, the most profitable ways that I've made money is number 1, staring at dudes in their underwear. Staring at dudes in their underwear is how I made a couple $100,000. And then the way we made even more money was teaching people how to make stupid fucking videos on the internet. We even made more money doing that. And that's way easier than staring at dudes in their underwear. Yeah? So that's going to be the most valuable thing you could ever do. I was a fitness influencer that did nothing with fitness. Zero. No diet, no training, no lifting weights, nothing. Then I did the posing. Then I even took that away. Then I didn't even do that. Then I just taught regular people how to make videos on the internet. But I'm still a fitness influencer somehow. Fucking weird. Okay? So you're going to give your shit away for free. And when you give away your shit for free, people are going to really like it. And they're going to be much easier to close. Now, this one. Right here. Treat every lead, that's a business term for a potential customer. Treat every lead like a chick you're trying to bang. All right? Let's go on a journey. We are in Las Vegas right now, and we're gonna go down to the Cosmopolitan, which is where I was at the other night. We're gonna go to this bar called the Crystal Lounge, okay? And it like has all these like chandeliers that go up like 5 stories, just fucking covered in chandeliers. It's sick. And you see a girl, a woman, a person that you are sexually attracted to at the bar by herself. Prime target. Okay, now your goal is to seal the deal. Bag the baddie. Alright? You're gonna bang this chick over the edge of the fucking couch, whatever, okay? Now, there's an approach to this. I'm sure all of you have been wildly unsuccessful in this venture. But if you just see her at the bar and you walk up to her and you go, hey, you're a girl, I'm a guy, let's do it. You know what's going to happen? It ain't going to happen. Okay? Same thing. Okay? We're going to pull out of that for a second. And we're going to go, you're a personal trainer, you're an online fitness coach, and you see a person online post something, and you know exactly what they need to achieve all of their goals, their dream physique. You know exactly what to do. And you just cold DM them and go, hey, you need to hire me because of X, Y, Z. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get left on red, motherfucker. Because you didn't build any rapport. You didn't diffuse the awkward situation of a girl being at the bar and you having no fucking clue who she is. Right? So let's go back to the chandelier bar. Okay, you see her. There's a couple different approaches, but an easy one is like, you walk up and maybe you go to the bar and you put your elbows on there and you're looking around like you don't even know she's there. And then, oh, hey, I noticed the whatever, right? Something that is relevant. Maybe it's something in the room. Maybe it's a song that's playing. Maybe it's don't tell her she is wearing nice shoes or some bullshit. She's going to look through that, right? Like get some sort of compliment, maybe something funny, whatever, right? You diffuse the situation. Okay? Then when you're trying to like court a female, should you just sit there and talk about yourself? No, that's not going to work. You got to ask about them. You got to gas them up a little bit. Give them more compliments. Maybe even throw in a joke, right? Then after a while, once you guys are talking back and forth, maybe you like kind of do a little knee slap, like a little playful touch, right? And then it just and then maybe you get her number, and then it's like this whole journey of steps that you got to go to before you do the thing. All right, and so if you think about people that you're trying to like target to buy your stuff or become a client of yours, or you're going to help them skip steps, right? You figured out, oh man, maybe you know how to skateboard, right? And you're like, oh, I can totally teach you how to skateboard. I know you don't know how to skateboard, you don't know anything about skateboard, but I can teach you how to skateboard. Right? You got to get to the point where you go through all of the steps to make it almost seem like it's their idea.
But even in like affiliate marketing, trying to get them, like maybe you want to become affiliate of a brand or something like that, approach them this kind of same way.
If you want to be an affiliate of a brand, buy their shit and wear it. That's
organically.
Yeah,
that's how it's been. Yeah.
Buy their shit and use it. Post them up for free. Be the fucking biggest fangirl you can possibly be. That's what I say. That flies in the face of what the majority of people would say. But I'll tell you this, as a person who has done the brand thing, they're like Preston Herb Company right here. I promote this guy's weed company. You know how much he pays me? None.
In weed.
He doesn't pay me anything. Yeah, he sends me. He doesn't pay me anything. But but like there are other influencers that only promote his stuff with payment. They'll only do it for payment. And so if this hasn't happened yet, but if all the influencers that work for Press and Herb Company are all in the same room, and there's a bunch of them that he's paying, and then there's the guy that does it for free, but still promotes the hell out of it. Like, it's almost like I have a better relationship, at least from my standpoint, with the owners of these companies than the other guys do. Like, it's almost a fresh of breath air. They're like, oh my God, like you're not going to charge us that? I'm like, no, man, I'm not going to charge you. Like, just send me the stuff, and then when I do I always have like some sort of event that I do, right? Send me a bunch of stuff for this event, right? So I really don't ever try to like get any money out of the brands until they make it.
Not even like you don't do the code thing, like use code,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I got it.
That you do.
Yeah, I got a code. It's a little bit different. That we're talking more about like people buying a service from you or an actual product from you. But yeah, there's some affiliate stuff. We actually have a whole module on it in Instagram for retards. It's day 19. It's how to maximize your affiliate marketing. So that'd be actually Nick. You might even be able to pull that Word document from that. Yeah, pull that affiliate marketing.
Just make sure it's somewhere I can get to it after the phone call.
Yeah, we'll send out all the links in an email at the end of this. But yeah, okay, so you're gonna treat all your leads, all the people that want to buy your shit, you gotta treat them like chicks you're trying to bang. You can't rush it. You gotta give them something for free. You gotta give them compliments. And the best thing the best advice I can give you when it comes to selling anything is find the pain point and press down on it as hard as you can. And the number one question that allows you to do that is, what happens if you do nothing? What happens if you do nothing? Well, and the answer is always the same. I stay exactly where I am. Are you okay with that? No, that's why I'm on this call right now. Okay. You just got to walk them through that. You just got to walk them through that little like thought process right there. And what's going to happen is they're going to realize that they have a massive problem sitting in front of them, or they have a massive problem in their life, and the solution, is literally sitting right in front of them. You find that pain point and you press down on it. What happens if you do nothing? Okay? What happens if we do this, you commit to this, we work on this together, and it fails? What happens? Well, I'll just go back to where I am now. Okay. And once they make that connection that they can just go back to driving Uber, they can just go back to doing DoorDash, they can just go back to their regular job, it really makes it safe. It's a safe decision. People get funky about money. And so if you can make it not about money and more about freedom, right? More about a result, more about, getting away from a fear. People move, I think I said this earlier, people move faster away from pain than they move toward pleasure. That's what I was saying about posting the bullshit, is if you post the stuff that's like really, gnarly and you're embarrassed about and it's hard to talk about, when you post that, you become very relatable. And when you're relatable, people, after a while, if they see continued, content or the continued messaging, then they begin to trust you. And once they trust you, then you have influence. And then you can take that influence and you can turn that into a coaching, some sort of coaching program, some sort of product. You can push them to the brands that you use. And that's what leads to this. This community right here, what you guys are in right now, is the thing that is going to sustain you in your business. Because if you're like me, your business is gonna transition. There's gonna be different iterations of it. I don't have a brick and mortar business. This whole knowledge transfer, that's what I call it, a knowledge transfer business. Taught people how to graduate from Ranger School, taught people how to pose, taught people how to teach people how to pose, taught people how to make Instagram videos. Now we're dipping our toes into the AI realm, which has been insanely cool. I've learned a ton in that. So you iterate as you learn more. And so now as I'm learning more about AI, as I'm learning more about investing in AI companies, I can now turn around and go, hey guys, I'm learning some shit over here. You guys want in? Yeah. And that's why me and Nick both have hired business coaches, because we see them doing better than us, and if we can just get to their level, then we'll be really happy. The community is built by the bullshit. Community is built by the bullshit. Now, where is the community? Well, you have tons of different choices. None of them are better than the other. But to put it like from basic to most, like, I guess, complex, you could start off on your Instagram. There's a thing called a broadcast channel. And you can create a broadcast channel of people that are interested in the thing that you do. So I had a posing education broadcast channel. I had a Instagram for retards broadcast channel where I would put viral trends and content ideas. When I did the posing thing, I would upload, things that I maybe were too long to put on Instagram, or maybe just a quick client testimonial that maybe didn't want to be posted, right? You have a little bit more private group where you can discuss stuff. I would make Loom video recordings. Like I would record myself looking at the pictures of my clients from that day. And I would just literally for myself, just like go through and take notes on things. And then I would just post that into my broadcast channel, and people thought I made it for them. I would do the same thing with the content roast, right? People would pay me money to come into the community. I'd roast their content, I'd record it, then I'd give it away for free to the people in the broadcast channel, and they would learn. You can also do a Facebook group. Actually, see, you're supposed to flip this board, but I'm fucking retarded. So I did this. Hold on. I gotta take it out and bring it back in.
Oh, so it's upside down.
Yeah, because I'm dumb.
Michael, dude, you've been crushing it in here, man. I've been listening to the stuff you've been saying, man. I've been in the program for a couple of months. I'm getting you saying you're right there, man. I can hear it in everything you're saying, bro. You're set up for success.
I want to make sure I get in these other programs and stuff, because I am right there on the breaking point. I feel like I got so much going on, and my problem, I asked a little bit of advice, like, my job is important right now, and my job is where I get my niche content, but that's not what all I'm going to be doing now after this class. And so, and I've gotten fired for my content like 4 times now, barred for life from these places and stuff, and but they're coming around too, and one of the places that barred me, I'm actually going to be doing filming there for them. They want me to
you got hired.
Like,
you didn't get fired, you got hired.
I got hired from the people who fired me.
Yeah, it's not cool till it's fucking cool, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I think you probably just need to go talk some shit.
Well, I'm gonna be signed up for the class after tonight, so.
Yeah, I think if you go and talk some shit in your trial reels, it'll boost.
Well, you'll have to roast me and check out my channel and see what I do need.
It'll boost your testosterone a bit, and you'll be like, yeah, fuck these guys. All right, so this is something I call money at every level. There's not a lot to it other than if the eyes are bigger than the dollar signs, that means that you're going to get more visibility, less money. If the eyes are smaller, and the money signs are bigger, you're going to have less visibility, more earning potential. If they're the same size, that means I believe they are equivalent, or at least in my case, they are equivalent. Okay, so again, starting a business on Instagram could quite possibly be the dumbest choice out of all of these, right? This is the one with the smallest dollar signs. Everyone tracking on that? Okay, just everyone knows that. Okay, so, and this is what I chose to do. Okay, remember, lead retard, Manic Money. Don't make the greatest decisions. But I can show you what I did to get to where I'm at. Is there a way faster way and better way to do it? 100%. Do I know what that is? Nope. So I'm going to show you what I did. All right. So Instagram. You won't get paid from your post. If you post that motherfucker on Instagram, you're going to make $0. Okay. However, over here on Facebook, if you have a monetized Facebook page, if you post that same video or same picture that you put over here, and you post it over here, you will make money. And it'll show you how much money. Sometimes I've made 12 cents on a post. Other posts, I've made $1,800. Regardless of how much I made, it was always more than this. Okay? Also, how many of you are over the age of 25? Do you want to know what the average age of the Instagram user is? 17 to 25. So, if your target audience or the person that you think that you would like to help or the service or product that you want your target audience to purchase, if they are not between the ages of 17 and 25, you don't need to spend a ton of time on this platform. You don't. If you want to build your social credit score and be an influencer and get into special like clubs, like as you rank up, you get access to people that you wouldn't normally get access. I met fucking Dana White the other night. I flexed right on that motherfucker.
Awesome.
Yep. He looked right at me and he was like, whoa! And I was like, can we get a flex? And he was like, hell yeah. But I was in that room watching him play fucking $10,000 hands of blackjack. Insanity. Because of this. Eyes. Eyes. Alright? So it's not that it's one's better than the other. It's just the opportunities are different. If I have 1 million followers on Facebook, no one fucking cares. But the money adds up. You got a big following, you get a lot of views on Facebook, cha-ching. Okay, also, you know the average age of people on Facebook? You guys are gonna freak. It's 42 to 55.
My guesses were fucking close on both of those.
42 to 55. Now that was a ChatGPT scrape. It was good enough.
I do have a question where I'd like to clear up something.
Go.
So you said that post on Instagram, you don't get paid. Now I post on Instagram and it automatically posts on Facebook. Is it better to just post on or is there a difference in the algorithm or?
I've watched
Okay.
I've watched some YouTube videos that do say you'll get better organic traffic if you post to the organic platform. But I just have been cross-posting myself and it was fine.
Okay.
But
do you
I
think edits and using their platform editing program helps you? I think I've noticed that like when I started using edits for my Instagram stuff, it started helping.
I don't.
Maybe the algorithm.
So this is an Elon Musk quote. I can't guarantee it, but I would bet a lot of money that if a company creates a product, they're going to want you to use it.
Right.
And they're going to somehow incentivize you to use that because that was a massive investment they made. There's a whole bunch of fucking people they had to pay to create edits. And it's still around today. And it used to put a little tag on your thing. And now the CEO of Instagram has come out and said it's not going to make a difference. But I don't know, man. I'm all about playing the game. I can't influence the game. I can't change. All I can do is play the fucking game. And so I try to, and that's a thing that a lot of people, especially people like my age, 35 and older, they'll be like, well, I'm not going to do any of the like trendy stuff that like the young people are doing.
Is the game the algorithm or our audience? Because I was always trying to appeal to my audience, but from what you know, like,
The game is you,
that
dog.
is-
The game is you. The people who do the best on social media are the ones that I think have, they're not afraid. There's not a part of them that they hold back. I'm not. My mom called me today.
Andrew Tate,
She,
stuff like
she
that.
called me twice today. Called me once and messaged me on Instagram saying something she didn't like about my post. I told her I'm going to stop talking to you. I'm going to stop talking to you because she would start to influence me to not post certain things, to be vague. That's the other thing people do. They just say like here's a great one. I almost quit. Then I chose discipline. What the fuck does that mean? What does that even mean? Nobody is going to listen to that. You know why? Because it's so vague and so generic. It doesn't even. It's like it's not even worth listening to. I almost quit. I almost lost everything. And then whatever the fuck. Like, you got to tell the real fucking story. You got to tell the story exactly like it happened. You can change the names. You can do whatever. But you got to tell the story exactly like it happened so that people can relate with. I'm not pointing at the thing. So that people that can relate with the thing that happened to you. All you guys are here for the same reason. There's something that I posted about my life that all of you went, I see myself in that. Or I want to do something similar to that. And when you want to, like, and here's like another like little sales thing that you can tell people in the sales pitch, is you tell them like, basically the way that you learned is you found somebody doing it at a better, higher level than you, and you copied them. You copied them, and then they're going to realize that you're standing right in front of them as the person that they should copy.
Good copy.
Yeah. Okay, so Instagram, you can make some money with the affiliate marketing, codes, stuff like that. Brand deals in UGC, for example. I'll put the nicotine warning up on that one, right? This one is a brand deal. This one actually does pay me out cash each month, which is pretty cool. UGC is another thing, user-generated content. That's like commercials. You're making commercials for a company, and then you send your video to them, and they publish it on their page. Quick little thing that I'll cover just for a second here, because people always ask me tons of questions about how to get brand deals, how to get paid by companies. You got to understand what the company wants from you as a person that they would pay. Okay, and they only want one thing. This is really fucking easy. They only want one thing. It's not even sales. It's the only thing they want is the only thing you can give. Brian, you're not allowed to answer this. Nick, you're not allowed to answer this. Hunter, you're not allowed to answer this. But what is the only one thing that a content creator can give a brand? They give you money. They give you money. What do they want in return?
You.
Not even. They want a video. Or a picture. They want a video or a picture. They want a piece of fucking media. As a content creator, that is all you have. You literally can't give them anything else. All you can give them is a video or a picture. So brands only want one thing. A really fucking good video. That's it. Because it's literally all you can give. It's the currency. It's the trade. They give you money, you give them a video. Doesn't matter how good you are at wearing the clothes. Doesn't matter how good you are at fucking sucking the nicotine out of the fucking thing. Doesn't matter how good you are at smoking the weed. It matters how good you are at making the fucking video with the product in the fucking video. Because then other people are going to see the really good video and go, that's a really good video. You guys remember Allstate? I don't have a television. I haven't had a television since I was married. Yeah, I've not had a television since I was married, which was 2.5 years ago. There used to be these Allstate commercials, mayhem like me, right? And it's like the guy, he's like mayhem, and he like pretends to be a tree and he like fucking falls through a house, or he's a 2x4 that goes through a fucking windshield, or it's fucking something crazy happens and the car gets caught in the fucking wood chipper, whatever, right? All of those are real stories, by the way. I'm imagining most of them. 2x4 through the windshield, I'm sure it's happened, right? So all of those are things that have happened. Those things are all really relatable. All of you guys remember them. And you, like when the CEO of fucking Allstate is sitting back in his mansion watching the fucking Super Bowl and his Allstate commercial comes on, he's going to be sitting there going, that's my shit. That's my shit right there. That's my video. So how do you get brand deals? Make really good videos. It's not even about having a huge following. It's, can you make a good video? Can you make a good enough video for them to say, I will pay you money? It's crazy. But it's also very simple. Okay, so that's that. Bam. Facebook. The cool thing about Facebook is you can monetize both your personal page and what is called a business page. This is a cool thing that they have where it's like nested. If you have 2 Instagram pages, they're not nested. Nested means things go together, and they're like stacked on each other. So Facebook, you can nest accounts. And so you can have a personal page where you post all your stuff from Instagram and all your life. That's another way to use this too, is use Instagram and your personal Facebook page as your life updates. Day in the life of a Boilermaker, fucking bipolar bodybuilder, right? Like this is all my personal shit. Okay, then in your business page on Facebook, all right, you can have a more niched area if you want. So I literally can't change the title, but I have one with 50,000 followers for it's posing coaching. It's Daniel Coffey.
You literally have to start a whole new business page and then build your followers again.
No, I was just haven't figured out how to change the fucking name. But it's like currently it just says posing coach, and there's like a bunch of posing information that is in that business page that isn't on the personal page. Okay. Now underneath the business, so this can be, it can literally be anything. Anything you have like interest in that would potentially make money, right? If you want to do your Boilermaker content, if you want to do your musician content, Brian, you can have a business page, and both of these can get monetized. The other thing you can do is you can have a Facebook group that's similar to the broadcast channel that I talked about with Instagram, but there's a lot more functionality available with Facebook. There, you can like put, you can like go live in there. You can have other people contribute to a message feed. You can have like little side tabs that allow people to, or that allow you to like post like a product, like digital products or ebooks or whatever. So like Facebook is a little bit more robust from the community aspect than Instagram. But the thing that is the most robust when it comes to community is going to be the school community. Okay. Now, Facebook group and school community, you can kind of think of those things as the same thing. So like my Instagram for Retards school community, I could host that on Facebook, but the problem is I can't tier the membership. I can put a price to enter the Facebook group at $20 a month or whatever. But when I have this one, the school community,
Excellent.
when I have the school community, I can tier the membership. I have a lot more autonomy when it comes to what I can offer, the membership prices. There's a whole calendar. There's a whole classroom built out. It's essentially like online college. If you guys ever went to online college, it's like online college, but like elementary school. There's like big tabs and like the pictures, and it's like really easy to click shit. So that's the school community. You can also use Discord, and I think there's some other like apps that allow for these different types of things. The only one I've ever used is School. It's the only one I have any experience with, and it's been a really great place to house now 3 different communities. We've done a posing coaching one, we've done Instagram one, and now we're doing an AI one. And again, these things iterate. People can come in, you can give them a free trial. That's also another great sales technique is why don't you sign up for the free trial, okay? Put in your credit card information and then cancel it. I tell people to do that all the time. Cancel it 5 seconds later. Just go in there and cancel it. And then you still have access all 7 days, but you're not going to get charged. And if you go through the 7 days and your thing times out, and you try to log back in on the 8th, and you can't because the free trial is over, if they then go and purchase the thing, you did a great job. That should be your goal, is to give people a whole week of things to do that on day 8, they go, all right, I need to keep this up. I have good momentum here. I'm getting some early wins, and I got all those early wins for free. And you can challenge people. I did this with the guy the other day. I said, why don't we see how far we can get you before you spend any money? If I had a goal and someone told me that, what if we work together and we see how far we could get in 7 days before you pay me any money? Would you be down? Yes. Yes, I would, coach. I'll give you 7 days. Let's go. So that's why I really like school, because you get a 7-day free trial, and it's really on you to make them convert.
And school is very more user friendly. I've tried Discord and all, and I get lost. It's like this long list of things, and it's just confusing, and I can't follow all the stuff on there. School's actually very easy to use.
Yeah.
It's a community and not just an application, and I don't think that, what I'm saying is that
Community's a weird word. Community just means it's a closed group.
well, I mean, like forums, kind of like Discord is what I meant then.
Yep. It's exactly what it is. It's an old school forum.
I think school would be a great idea for me and what I'm doing. I'm gonna definitely look into that now. Thank you.
Yep. So that's it, guys. That is all I know.
Hey, I want to say thanks. This is my first one I've been to, and I started watching your content, and you were talking about content. I think you said if it works, do it again. And that was something I was always skeptical of doing, because I've already done that, and then feeling that way. And that was the thing that I knew you knew what you were talking about, and it just from there. Anyways, we really enjoyed the class.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. Stand-up comedians tell the same jokes over and over again. You get better every time you do it.
Thanks, Jim. I'll see you later.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna send a link in the chat here, and Michael, I have your Instagram, so I'll be able to message you any other stuff that you made.
Nice, yeah. Check it out. Roast me. Let me know what I'm doing wrong.
And so we do these strategy calls with people, so people on Daniel's team. So we'll get you everyone in the school community for sure on the 7-day free trial if you guys haven't yet, because that would be, you can come in and join more calls, learn some more good info. But the last link that I just sent in the chat is a strategy call with our team, so free, an hour long. Come in, hear what you can do, with your page, with your brand, see if it's, something that you want to continue growing.
Fuck them up. Oh yeah, drop
I'm
that.
so glad I stopped in this parking lot for an hour and 45 minutes and still have the ride home.
You're crazy, dude.
Well worth it.
Yeah. All right, Nick, we will get an email out to you guys with all the links from today. The app launches tomorrow. The Instagram for Retards app launches tomorrow. We'll put the link in there as well. You can buy it tonight, but again, one of those things where it's a week trial. Get in there, try to break the fucking thing. It's not the perfect app. That's why it's $10. So go in there and try to fucking break the thing. If it sounds like AI, say, this sounds like fucking AI. Challenge it. And then give it hard things. Like, I'm at work, right? I'm in a parking lot. Look here. I did this one today. Some guy asked me if he could cut my hair when I'm going to Miami next week, and I was like, yeah, dog, you can cut my hair. And then another guy DM'd me and asked me the same thing, but I thought it was the same guy. So I invited two barbers to the airport. I said, I want you to cut my hair as soon as I get off the plane. So now I have two fucking barbers coming to cut my hair at the airport. So I put in the app. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And so I said, two barbers in the airport. They're gonna cut my hair. I need a real idea. And it came up with the greatest idea. It said, have one of them do the left side of your head and have the other one do the right side of the head and like cut in some designs or whatever, and then let the audience or let the comments decide who wins. I was like, that is fucking gold, and it gets me out of a really awkward conversation. I turn it into content.
It's the community.
I turn it into a competition. I collab with them. They get followers. That maybe they're gonna win. Like, it's gonna be great. But I would not have been able to do that. I would have had to actually think about that on my own for a while and not be fucking distracted, so I could do so. But now I can just type it into the app, like literally right there. Like if that would have happened, that's what I would have done. I'd sell those two bars. I'd be like, give me 5 minutes, and I just would have typed that shit into my phone and said, what do I do? And it's gonna tell you what I would do. Hope you guys have a good night.
Thanks.
Cool. See you guys.
Thank you.
Later.
Correct. Down.
Latest stream.